Well, this is the tin top that I converted last year. On the outside I've got BK Racing load rated alloys, 18 inch, rated at 860 odd kilos each, so no worries on the load rating there. It's the 1200 kilo long wheelbase version. I bought a second hand door, slightly different shade and colour. It's paprika red, the rest of the van's tornado, but it matches enough. It's got the window fitted. I might get it resprayed later at some point. On the inside I used quite a few old caravan fittings. I bought a scrap caravan cheap, just £100 I think it cost me. Stripped out all the kitchen appliances, the bedding, the fridge, this, that, the other. Sold the other bits that I didn't use, and I got my money back, so all these bits basically were for free. It's got one of the Vanex side steps. It didn't have any step there at all when I first bought it, so I got that. It's just got standard lino. Just bought that from your standard flooring specialist really. The hob and kitchen wise, I've got a 3-burner hob. It's not electric ignition, but it doesn't matter, you just get one of the long extendable kitchen lighters and just light them up straight away. It does also have a grill underneath. The carpet's like a doorstop as well, but it does have a grill underneath as well, so it's a 3-burner hob with grill. I've got all my gas stopcocks down there as well. In there I've actually got a metal lined gas locker, holds a 6 kilo propane, and I lined all the way around the side, just so if in case there was any emergencies or anything like that, it is actually a line locker, and I have had this signed off by a safety inspector, so it's all fine. I've got a big dropout hole at the bottom in there, with a huge cutout where the gas bottle is there, so any gas would come down and then just fall out the dropout hole. That's not normally in here, so I'll take that out later. In there I normally hold a 25 litre 5-gallon water storage container, and just a waste carrier as well, just a milk bottle I just keep emptying when it gets full. Little storage shelf there for kettles, plates, pans. I've got a micro switch powered tap, just cold water. If I need any hot water I'll just boil it up. But it runs off the battery, it's all switched fused, so there's no issues or anything like that. There I've got my 3-way fridge, runs on 12 volt gas and 240 volt. It's big enough for, well, I've been away for a week and I've had enough food in there to last me. And above the fridge I've just built a little storage cupboard for food, cans, this, that, the other. Underneath I've also built the fridge high enough so it's actually got a porta toilet there just for emergency use only, but if you do get caught short, it's nicely stored away, out of the way. Can't really leak or anything like that as well. They're the caravan grade ones, so there's no issues there. Bed wise, as I say, the cushions are from a caravan, but they're all in really good condition, no rips, no tears. The caravan itself had barely been used. I made the entire frame myself, and this bar actually pulls out to span the full width in between there to make it into a nice double bed. All of the cushions unfold to make up the width of the double bed as well, so it's quite comfy really. I've mounted a 22-inch TV, 12 volt TV, runs about 36 watts or 3 amp an hour, so it's a little hungry but not so much considering it's a 22-inch. Behind there I've also got my voltage meter, USB chargers, stuff like that. I normally take a laptop away with me because it consumes a little bit less power. So I've got my laptop charger, stuff like that. Just a little storage cargo net there. And see, I'll cut back to when I've pulled the bed out and made that up as well. In the front I've got Audi TT leather seats fitted on fast swivel bases. Really easy to turn around, you just fold the seat forward because they're out of a 3-door. Get the fast twist, fall back, and then you have your seat facing into the actual cab. They're both on the swivel bases as well, so the drivers does swivel round as well. So again, as I say, just fold the seat forward, put twists on the fasp, and so on. So yeah, nice smooth mechanism. Doesn't take long to twist them round or anything like that. Lock straight back into place. And you're ready to drive away again. Curtain wise, I've got a rail going all the way along the top, so that'll pull across. It's not lined on the back, but it would be really heavy if it was as well. But it's a really long curtain, so you can tuck it in between the seats and make sure that there's no light gaps or anything like that. So yeah, that's the van pretty much. Under the bed, well, as the units are just all cupboard doors that I made pretty much. Just stuff I had lying around in the garden. The table is just another door, but I'll put a rail on it. It's got a leg, so it's been signed off by the DVLA. They've reclassified the van as a caravan, so they're happy with it. If they're happy, I'm more than happy. Under the bed, I've got plenty of storage. I say that just lifts up. Lots of storage underneath, as well as my battery. And then that flips down for additional pull-out drawers as well. So there's a 110 amp battery in there. I do have a solar panel on the roof. That's permanently mounted using brackets, so there's definitely no peeling that off. I just didn't like the thought of just sticking it down with Sikaflex. I know it's good stuff, but I just didn't like the thought of driving at 70 and it going flying off. I've got everything down on individual switches along there. They're all labelled up, and they all go to a fuse box behind the battery panel. It's like a marine grade one. The individual wires are all fused. So if anything does go pop, it's only going to pop one thing at a time rather than everything. So that's come in handy once already, just when it was a little short, and straight away the fuse went rather than the appliance. So that's the way I like it. Everything's been lined in carpet. It was carpet from my local carpet suppliers rather than any of the stretch material or anything like that, but it does actually still look nice. It was really thin carpet compared to your general standard flooring carpet. It was really cheap. I think it cost me about £20 for enough carpet to do the roof lining, all the walls, the back panels. I've still got a little bit of trimming maybe around the metal frames. I was unsure whether to carpet those or leave them bare. I might carpet them. That's the only thing really I've got left to do though, just a tiny little bit of carpet tidy up. But yeah, it's quite good. It's been doing the job for me really. I've been away with it a few times, so I'll just whip the bed out and I'll show you what that's like when it's made up. And that's the bed made up in the double. Literally took 2 minutes. I say the slats itself just pull out from the frame. It can also lift up to give access to the storage underneath. Just leg supports either side and one in the middle. It's nice and sturdy. I say it takes up the full width. So I say going across all the way along, all the way across to the actual kitchen units. And I'm 6'3", and it fits me like a glove, made to measure. That's it, plenty of room. So nice and sturdy. So no issues really. Nice solid sturdy double bed as and when needed. And if I'm just away on my own, I'll just leave it as a single, maybe pull it out just a little bit, just to give that little bit more comfort space. But other than that, yeah, it's doing the job nicely. If I need emergency shelving, just a pop-up shelf there as well. And that goes down just a release on either side, straight down. So yeah, if you've got any questions or anything like that, feel free. Don't mind answering anything. I say this was my very first build, and I think I've done a pretty good job really. Everybody who's seen it's complimented on it, so yeah, the only thing is trying to get this door the right shade now. That, and as I say, that's the next project, the white high top. I say I did the tin top last year. So that's a bit of a better shot showing the bed. So it's quite good. So this is going to be the next project. It's going to be something I can actually stand up in. This is what I've just got. Completely bare shell. I'm just about to start, so check out my channel. I'm going to be documenting this conversion. I didn't really film the last one. I meant to, but I just kept doing bits and bobs and never actually getting around to filming anything. So I'm actually going to put a bit of an effort to try and film and document this one. See how I go. I'm about to start on my very first job, which is foil lining all of the sides before I use all the Solid-Tex insulation. So that's it. Have a look at my channel. Feel free to subscribe, comment, share, all the usual YouTube stuff. You know what to do. And we'll see how we get on. Yeah. Thanks for watching.